What's up, guys? I'm back, and let's review Singles Inferno Season 3, episodes 4 to 5. Getting straight into it, the guy who's been really grabbing the attention and getting a lot of screen time is Gwan-hee. He's a 36-year-old professional basketball player based in South Korea. One of my friends who used to play pro basketball in Korea has played ball against him before in the past, and I actually asked him about Gwan-hee off camera when I was watching the show, and he told me that Gwan-hee's actually a pretty good player with a pretty good on-court reputation in the KBL, which is really interesting because not only is he a smooth talker, but apparently he's also pretty smooth on the court because, you know, with these pro players, obviously they're better than the average person, but you also have to wonder how good are they relative to the league they're playing in. And Gwan-hee, according to my friend, pretty solid player. Going into Gwan-hee's character, I think the reason why all the girls love him or are kind of like into his personality is because he's playing the quintessential bad boy, right? He is giving girls some backhanded compliments. He's not fully revealing his emotions to them. He's saying, oh, you know, I like you, but I kind of also want to get to know this other girl right here, and I'm open to meeting other people. Most girls don't want to hear that, right? They want you to focus only on them, give everything to them. And when you don't do that, there's a sense of push and pull. There's a sense of, oh, maybe he's playing hard to get, and maybe I want him more. Some people may call that toxic for sure, and I definitely think Gwan-hee is our toxic king for this season. I'm not saying he's a bad guy. I'm not saying I wouldn't be friends with him off camera, but I think that's the kind of character he's been playing. And he's really been one of the main focal points of this season. And he's had two of the more popular female cast members fall for him, basically. The first one is Ha-jeong, who I believe is a 26-year-old office worker in Seoul. And the second girl is, just making sure, Hye-seon, right? Hye-seon is, I believe, a student at Ewha Women's University, which is a pretty prestigious school in Seoul. In episodes 4 and 5, Gwan-hee really ticked both of them off because during basically a campfire drinking session, he was asked by the other male contestants, hey, bro, like, do you have any girls that you're into? And he literally just said to everyone's face, oh yeah, I got 3. I got 1, 2, 3 over there. Those 3 girls right there. But the thing is, the way he did it was kind of insulting in a way because I think the girls thought that maybe he was just referring to them as products or options when he was being so casual about the way he was talking about, you know, the people that he might have feelings for. And that really cemented his status as toxic king for this season. And I'm really curious to see how this progresses in the next few episodes because he's clearly ticked off those 3 girls that I mentioned. But even if he has shown some toxic qualities that may show he's not the best partner, I still think there's potential for one of those 3 girls to still fall for him and pick him in the final decision, which is going to come in the last episode. And I guess, guys, for a little perspective, in Korea, when it comes to pro athletes, obviously the professional leagues here are not on the scale of in America or even the soccer leagues in Europe. But these guys are still the best of the best. They're still elite, well-conditioned athletes that make decent money for, relative to the salary that most people receive in Korea. They have lots of female attention, lots of fans who follow them around after games asking for autographs and pictures. So, Gwan-hee, in my opinion, is definitely a guy who's been around the block, and I don't mean that in a bad way. He's a player, I think, and he's had experience dating girls. He knows how to talk to them, how to make them feel comfortable, but also make them a little angry at him and maybe want him more. And like I said, we can consider that toxic behavior, but for entertainment purposes, for reality TV, it's kind of perfect to watch. We just hope that he doesn't break any of the aforementioned girls' hearts a little too much. And you know, the same goes for all these contestants on the show. In real life in Korea, guys, if you go out to a club, a bar, a pucha, which is a place where you sit down and drink with your friends all night, these people, all the contestants would be very popular, and people would stare at them when they walk in the door. Okay, they're very attractive, very pretty, very handsome, very well built, but also they have very good jobs. So it really is the elite of the elite that have been gathered here. So I think that when some of them experience being played, for example, or having their emotions toyed with, which is something they're not used to experiencing because usually they have the upper hand in a relationship, I think it's going to be really interesting to see how they react to that because it's going to be a new experience, right? Because here, everyone is hot, right? It's not like the real world where, okay, most people average, decent looking, but not as pretty or tall or as, well connected as these people. So It's very interesting to see how these dynamics are going to play out. But yeah, Gwan-hee, in my opinion, is the toxic king of the season, and you know, it's almost a thing where I wonder if it's not just a personality thing, but I wonder if it's also a societal thing, because in Korea, we value looks, we value wealth, we value your status more than anything. So I wonder, in a society where you've been almost, you know, given an easier life because you've had these things, I wonder how that affects someone when they start dating. And that's not to say that's that person's fault. You know, we don't control our genetics. We don't control how good looking or tall we are usually. But I do wonder how living in such an image-obsessed society like Korea affects the dating situation for the people, maybe we could say, at the top of the dating food chain. Okay, guys, thanks for watching another video. If you liked it, hit the like and subscribe button. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks.